Hey, Goat, how's it going?
What's going on, brother? This one? It is this one, yes. Well, let's see. From the weekend off of playing the video game, let's see what happens. I've got no game audio. How's that? Now we do. How's brother doing this morning? Ooh, yuck. Gross. Crunch, what's going on, man? Oh. Look at the Wookiee floating high. Yucky. That's better. Oh, wow. That's that right there. That's what needs to happen. How's Crunchy doing this morning? I needed that. Well, good. I need a lot of things lately. Holy moly. That's actually a really fast airwalk from there. I've got kids sick again. It has been a nightmare. But I'm very happy to be sitting in this chair. I don't know what we're going to do for Rygar, but I know that I have a lot to do with Faxanadu. So I'm very excited to get more of that derusted. Really? That's not good, Crunchy. I hope it all works out for you. Doot. And boop. Yeah, I've been having a hard time not dwelling on some of the issues that have been happening on my side of the fence as well. But I guess best thing you can do is just look towards the positive side, right? Oh, Crunch, sorry to hear that, man. Wow. Wow. Well, man, that's too bad, man. I hope everything turns around for you. I don't even know what to say in that scenario, because I don't know what I would do. Was this a very unexpected thing? And feel free to not be chatty about it. I mean, don't feel like you need to talk anymore about it, but was it, like really unexpected, or is it something that's just been kind of waiting? Sometimes you know what's going to happen. Wow. That was short. Well, and not to be nosy or anything, if you do really, I need to shut this door. My wife left the door open. But if you ever want to chat, feel free to reach out. Like, not on the stream, if you're ever in the needs to just talk to somebody. Yeah, give me 1 second. Are you coming back in here, and that's why you left the door open? Alright, she's coming back in anyways. I also had to strip off a layer. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't make it any easier though, Crunchy. It does not make it any easier, I'm sure. I've fortunate that my parents have all been in relatively good health, but I do know the feeling of the unexpected loss as well, and it's never something easy to deal with. Almost 15 years, wow. Okay, so it's not gonna make it any easier. Can I jump straight through there, I wonder? What's up, Grind? Yeah, like I said, Crunchy, if you ever want to just chat about it, I've got I'm all ears, man. When I was, I think, 23 or 24, I had been dating a girl for 2 or 3 years, and she died in a car accident. So I have a good understanding of what it feels like to just like have your world end and be just lost for a bit. So like I said, anytime, reach out to me on the Discord or something like that, if you feel like you'd like to. Dragon spawning. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. X is in the channel. What's going on, X? Yeah, unexpectedly losing a loved one is, oh man. Anyways, I'm going to, not to change the subject, but I am going to change the subject. We're back at it, Grind. We're back at it. And good morning, X. Welcome in. I want to see if I can get that double dragon spawn behind me again. I think this is pretty quick. Right here, double dragon. Yep. Now, if I long jump, yeah, you can do it. Nice. And no, okay. So that double dragon spawn I've had quite a few times, and I always like delay and hit them, but it looks like you can long jump. T-Dog, random question. Hit me. Hit me. Wow. We're doing some warm-up right now, and then we're going to do some runs, but right now the focus is on Faxanadu. So we're just going to warm up a bit, hour, maybe 45 minutes of runs. That's one thing that's one bit of advice, Crunch, is to always look on the positive side. Sometimes it's very hard, but if you can take something, even just that thought there, and think of it the positive side, it'll be very helpful. Bloop, haven't mentioned it yet. Jump. Okay. You like the background? Oh, you just saw this? It's been up there for a while now. T-Dog, yeah, absolutely. In White Hat's world record, he does the airwalk. It was strange he was able to get that after not running that method. I'm pretty sure White Hat has messed with the airwalk before. The airwalk is not an unknown strat. It was inconsistent. And I think White Hat just was ready to take it even lower. So, and what he does is, he does the airwalk, and I think he's looking for consistency. So he would come here, he would do the airwalk. I didn't make the jump, hold on. He would do the airwalk, and then if he had to, he would delay until he was in the same spot on the dragon. So maybe he wanted to be, right at the tail end of the dragon. He would slow himself down to be on the same spot on those dragons. That way he could still predict the rest of the game. So his airwalk is not super fast, but it's on purpose. Oh, well, thanks, X. Yeah, it was a pretty fun idea. It didn't take too long to put up there. I have a new idea because we are going to move the brewery setup, which is actually getting put on the back burner. But when we do move it, I'll be changing the display in the back. Selfish kids. Grind, have you been eavesdropping on me? My kids are jerks. Matt D, what is going on? Welcome in this morning. All right, so I think I've done enough of that. I think I'm going to go directly to just playing this game. We're going to go for a faster airwalk. We're going to go for the double bat boop, and we're going to just see what happens. Not looking for, or not expecting a whole lot, but like I said, my focus is going to be on Faxanadu. I just want to keep running this game. Even just right there, those were some really good airwalks. I hadn't had a lot of really fast airwalks lately, so in the last couple streams. Even with great drops, how is it possible to knock off 13 seconds? So T-Dog, the way that White Hat spawns the enemies at the end when you're doing the grind, he spawns them rapidly, and that rapid spawning is what gives him a huge edge on the time. And I haven't figured out exactly. I'm spawning them faster now, but I haven't figured out exactly how to do it. Matt D, thanks for the bits, man. And I wish QWERTY was here for that. QWERTY wanted custom bit notifications, so I've been playing with making GIFs. I'm not very good at it yet, but that was QWERTY is a UPS driver. So that was QWERTY driving by and popping some bits out of the truck. You're welcome, QWERTY. Do, 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 beep. There we go. Oh, I forgot I'm not doing that. There it is again. If you guys have any criticisms, let me know. I'm planning on to change it. Matt D, thanks again. He says, let's see that again. Beep, beep. So yeah, feel free to critique that notification there. It was just an idea I had. It's kind of difficult to do all the animations and make it a GIF file and then do all of the things with it. But I played with it the last couple days. I haven't been feeling real good. My kids have all been sick, and my kids are needy enough, but when they're sick, they're even worse. Floop. It's horrible, yet amazing. Bing. All right, and oh, bummer. I was trying to get a little too greedy with getting towards that edge. Hiri, what's going on, my dude? Congrats, Hiri, on getting your EverDrive working. It is time. So I don't think Hiri outright said it, but now he can practice Kung Fu with a controller on a console with an EverDrive. So he's, I'm sure, going to be coming for that world record in Kung Fu. Sheepdog, almost the same age too. Same age? You guys know each other? Did I miss something? Oh, and House of Grind is right as well. He had three 3-packs. So the placement of those 3-pack drops can be very, very helpful. I just tried, but I got bored. But we'll continue. Good. You guys were born in 81. I was born in 84, so you guys got a few years on me. What up, Romeo? Sister Fury! Big news. You are 180th or 182nd in DuckTales once I submit it. My thumb hurts like hell. You are a true speedrunner, my friend. If you've got calluses on your thumb and it aches, you're a speedrunner. Born in 79. Oh, well, happy birthday, man. T-Dog, happy birthday. I need to have some kind of happy birthday thing I can play for people. Hiri's old. Hiri's the old man of the group. Old school. All right, and beep. Ooh, too early. No swag slide. Rejected. Beep. Matt D's an 80. Man, we're all kind of old. I feel like the young one. Oh, how nice. Brothers of 79. 83, I'm the young one. Bing. Hovering with its half shell. Turtle paws. Yeah, I've timed that, T-Dog. Ooh, whoops. I've timed White Hat's approach and my approach. They're the exact same time.
Have you ever killed anyone?
So White Hat does this. He jumps directly after that. He jumps about the second dot there. Then he jumps right there. He jumps right there. And then he jumps late there and bounces on the turtle. Comes through, jumps that guy. He'll jump another turtle here. And then he waits and bounces on this guy. And then jumps the turtle. That's White Hat's approach to the first stage. I've timed them both. They're identical. Minus a frame or two because of extra jumps. I think I have less jumps, so technically mine may be a little faster. Bing. Swag slide. Bing. Bong. Big jump. Yeah, Ouija Wee's older than all of us. I don't feel old. I feel young. Now, T-Dog, I was able to cut off one whole second in the way that I approach this overworld. I didn't realize that cutting corners was very important in this overworld. So we come down here. Oop. And when we come in here, he jumps to center, jumps, and then jumps straight down this line. Jumps up there, and then he cuts this corner real quick. My visual cue is right there. I messed that up. I jumped too early on the second one. Yes, I never feel old. Actually, my kids do make me feel old. Strangulation kills strangers. Strangulation kills strangers. Strangulation kills everyone.
There is no bathroom.
Isn't that the definition of strangle? Like, can you strangle somebody without killing them? Oh, I guess you could, because strangling would be the act of, and strangulation is... So, yeah, I guess you could strangle someone without killing them. T-Dog, I have a 10-month-old, a 2-year-old, and a 3.5, basically. I have 3 boys all under 4 years old. And for a while, we had 3 boys all under 3 years old. It is intense. Our house is a madhouse. And blink. Swing, 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 swing. Swag slide. Bing. Bong. Big jump. Strangling is compression of the neck that may lead to unconsciousness or death by causing an increased hypoxic state in the breath. Okay. So yeah, it may lead to. So that, yeah, so to strangle someone doesn't mean you have to kill them. Glad we're clearing this up, Grind. Very glad we cleared this stuff up. Bing. Oh, nice, T-Dog. You also have 3 boys. They are 10, 8, and 5. Well, that's, I mean, you still had them pretty darn close together as well. Not quite as close as we did, but still pretty darn close. You're at the point now where you may actually be able to breathe a little bit, though, huh? What's going on, Daddy-O? And Arnold Braunschweiger. That was cool to see Arnold in the stream for the Faxanadu. That was fun. Jump, turn. There we go. It's too bad when I look back through that Faxanadu run, my mic quality, because it was coming through, the mic was actually playing through Shiner's desktop, so my mic sounds awful, but that is what it is. Swing. Swing, and let's go. I actually had really good ones in practice. What's going on? Arnold and Daddy-O. The Rygar, we practiced some airwalks, had some pretty good airwalks, and I thought I'd just start off with some runs, because I'm going to focus on Faxanadu, but nothing. I've died at the airwalk 3 times or so. Didn't even have to page Daddy-O. I didn't miss the jump yet. Last one turned 5 last. It's getting easier. So you're telling me I have to wait until they're all 5, T-Dog, and then they get easier? Oh, I don't know if I'm in for that. Wow. No diapers, no potty training, etc. Awful right. The run is invalid. He did a casual 2nd place. A casual 27 minutes. That's insane.
Who are you, man? I'm the party pooper.
The age is 5. Once they get to 5, they are less awful. Okay. Good to know. I know Goat Forts, kids, so I can verify that. Kind of.
must be the Monopoly guy.
What up, Charlie? So, actually, Daddy-O, I'm curious to pick your brain while you're in here on the, your spawning technique. Gross. No diapers, the golden age. Let's be clear here. Hold the phone, let's be clear, and let's just be honest about them always being awful and hating every bit of your happiness. Sometimes I feel like my children are trying on purpose to make me sad. Yeah, Arnold, I would say this world record could probably go with some insane RNG. I mean, we could probably go low 40s. I don't know, maybe. When I get the fast airwalk and the double bat boop, I save 3 seconds there. I think I was I'm 343 on entrance to the glitch, and I was 339 with those two strats. Yeah. Now, for me, it's going to really come down to learning the fast spawn manipulation that White Hat does. That's the key. It's the key to the run. It's where he saves the most time, and it's just something I definitely have to learn. World record leaves the grind at...
You should not drink and bake.
12? 6:12? Is that right, Daddy-O? I think it is. I think he leaves at 6:12. Maybe it's 6:16 or something like that. No, it's like 6:16. I'm not 100% on that. Yump, yump, yump. Bing, bong, boop. Boop. All right. That was better anyways. That fast spawn is tricky. I was trying it with up and down, left, right, some success, but hard to say consistent. Coleslaw, what's going on? You started practicing Rygar. Nice, and having major issue with the 5-hit red bat crossing. Well, because our Rygar runs are mainly to keep from getting rusty as well as to develop our new strats, I'm not too worried about runs. I'll go over this with Charlie because I love helping people out, as well as I would like to work a little bit on the spawns. All right, so the bat, Charlie. We've got it right here. We can get to it quick. Can you airwalk, jump, and land on the dragon to bounce onto further platforms? You can't jump on... Wait, can you jump on dragons? I don't think... Wait a minute. I don't even know if you can. No, you can't jump on dragons. Okay, so we need to come back here. It took me a second. I've never tried it. Like, I must have tried it a long time ago, but it never clicked again after that. So Charlie, coming through here, despawn these guys. And I know you know all this, you're just talking about the bat. So I'll work you through the different things to consider with the bat and how to make your way past it, the different variations that you can do, what makes it easier, what makes it harder, that kind of thing. Wow, my kids are just having a fit. We're going to despawn there, and we're going to despawn there, and I'm actually going to save state it right there. If I can, there we go, hold on. We're going to save state it there, and I'm going to... You guys probably want to hear that. My wife's getting the kids out of the bathtub, and I think they're giving her a hard time, so I'm just going to jump and help her with that real quick, and I'll be right back.
Wrong, sir. Wrong. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Alright, I'm back. It's this crazy unfair thing that the world does to you with kids. Just dunk them upside down in the tub. No, it's because they're sick. I have a hard time disciplining my children when it's because they're sick. But they're sick and being jerks because they don't feel good. And when they don't feel good, they're jerks. As well as they don't sleep well, which means mommy and daddy don't sleep well, which means we want to be jerks. Oh, it's a downward spiral. Alright, so I hope I wasn't gone too long, Charlie, but let's get into it a little bit. Okay, so I'm right here. One option that you have, and I used to do it, is to jump before the bat. Now, this is going to give you the maximum amounts of hits to push the bat out into place. So you can land right here before the bat and then jump over him. You could even land, let me pause, let me save state it there, it'll be even quicker. You can even land before the bat and bounce on him. Now this takes the longest, but it's definitely 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you get 5 hits, you can make the jump. One other thing to note, Charlie, is when you're waiting for the bat, you don't have to do it, but when you're waiting for the bat, a lot of times I will crouch down. If you don't crouch down, the bat can come up higher, and it can lead to, from what I've noticed, it can lead to the bat giving you the wraparound kill. Oh, bummer. I'm going to see if I can actually make it happen. Land before, pause here, stay standing, jump, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you bounce up here, and you can actually see your head pop up the bottom, and there's a chance that your head will get into the water and you'll die. You'll go up through the ceiling and die and drown. 1 second. Sure. I'm in here. I'll be out later. Nice. High five. We're not going to do it for a while, though. I still have to work. Thanks, bud. Okay. Sounds like the boy said something about a car ride. No mute. Uh-oh. No, I didn't. What, you thinking I was going to yell? When kids are jerked, it makes mommy mad, which then makes, daddy mad or unhappy. Got about 2 hours of sleep last night. Daddy-o, you and me too. One thing to note about the bats, if the bat's higher, you don't have to jump right on the edge. You get a few more pixels. This is true. So if you're up here, and if you look at, basically, let's look at the position of the bat right there. He's actually higher than I am. And that's going to give you the ability to jump farther and not have to be out so far on the ledge. Now, if we go over here and we'll see what happens when I crouch down. Now if you look at the bat, he's right about the level of my head. But with a bat being this low, I've never actually wrapped around and died. Right, if you're too high, you die. Now, the other option is you can hit him twice. Well, actually, we'll go to the first option. This is the most user-friendly, probably. Tap him one time, give 2 hits, and then 2 hits on the edge. That's the way that I've done it in my PB, and that's the way that I found is probably the most consistent. So we're going to crouch down on the edge, wait for him to get to us. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, didn't quite get him out far enough. Hit, bounce, crouch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you do have a chance to have a 5th hit there if you feel like you need it. Well, that was weird. So crouch down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 if you want to be very safe about it. Now, the one thing to note is... now, Charlie, did you figure out what you may be doing wrong? One thing to note, if you're going for the 5th hit, it's helpful to do your hits, the last 2 hits fast. There's a chance that you're going to get a double hit. And if you do the last 2 hits fast, jump, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. See how I went 4, 5? If you get a double hit there on your last hit, you're going to push the bat out far enough that your 5th hit, which would kill him, will miss him because he'll be too far out. So hit, bounce, drop. 1, 2, whoa, 2, 3. I had a double hit in there, so he dies. Jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it is, and go. Now, what I'm doing now is I'm limiting myself to 4 hits, but I'm doing the double. So I'm going 1, 2, drop. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's my new go-to there. That saves another second, because what you're doing is you're maximizing how far you're pushing the bat out. So when I go to jump over him, he's basically at the edge of the branch. And if you get a good hit, right there, I mean, so he's lined up with that blue tree, basically. Let's see where he is when I go to squat down. Oh, bummer. Loaded the safe state. 1, 2. And boom. So he's already at the edge of the branch on the right side when I'm going to squat down. If you're not actually tapping him and you do this, I mean, he's quite a ways farther back by the time you get there. Even if you're doing the single hit, whoops, I gotta land on him. He's still quite a ways back, but the double hit allows you to, whoops, as long as you get him in there. You know, he's already overlapping the branch. That white hat jumps to the right slightly after. Yes, it does, T-Dog. So what white hat does, I just don't find it consistent for me. I always mess up. He gets to here and jumps out. So the only problem that I see with that is, it, in my opinion, it's not going to make it any faster. Because you're still going to take 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. If you're doing 4 hits, you're still doing 4 hits. And a jump is still going to take the same amount of time to land. I think it just works with his timing real well. The only way to speed up time is to have the bat travel a shorter distance. I would think. This could be wrong, too. 1, 2. So if we did that and then white hat's move where he jumps out. See, that was always my issue, is anytime I tried to lead him out like that, I don't think it's, I don't think it's any faster. I think he's just really consistent and comfortable with it. I wait and jump. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it'll also be really good, Charlie, is if you take a second to look, whoa. And even you can do it while you're playing, but look right there, okay? That's where you want to be. You can either judge by where your shield is, because the shield is an easy object to pick out. The shield, the left side of your shield is about lined up with the left side of the tree. I actually go by my feet, but it's a little less. I could probably go 1 more pixel there. That's, in my opinion, the most important part about this is making sure you're standing as far right as you can. 1 more pixel. 1 more pixel is hard to get, too. If you're just trying to nudge yourself, no. Still not quite there. Nope. You stink. Jump and so hard. Let me actually do it from the in the actual hitting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, right there. That's about where I'm gonna be. That may need to be bumped a little bit more. So maybe even the edge of the tree is right on the middle of the shield. Yeah, right there. That's where I would jump from. So looking at that, try to find what works for you in a visual cue to know that you're standing far enough out to the right. The timing on your hits and pushing the bat out, that all kind of comes with practice. But you do need to be standing in the right part of the branch or you can't make the jump, even if you push the bat out far enough. Just saw Daniel Bryan inside. Who's Daniel Bryan? Grind would take the 25,000. I want to know. This is a fun would you rather. It's a fun would you rather. It seems simple. Your head should just show a bit of brown behind it. That's another good way to do it. So if you're looking at your head, there's a little tree showing. I think the biggest visual cue to go off of is your shield because it pops out at you. Edge of the tree and the shield. But I use my feet, but the feet can easily get blended in. I don't know if I had to relearn it, I would probably look for the shield, but Daniel Bryan is a WWE wrestler. You see a WWE wrestler in me? Is that better? Do I look huge and buff? So you don't watch WWE? No, I don't watch things. Oop. And jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, and fast. See, I needed to go an extra little bit there. This is what I need to be practicing. 1, 2. Yeah, actually, I want to hit earlier. 1, 2. There. That's nice. Down. Jump. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not far enough there. I will be short. Oh, that was good. Nice. That is not true, Yuri. That is not true. Oh, those are good dragons right there. Let's see if we can read dragons and do this skip. And then I'm going to move on to just looking at the grind a little bit. You live in Finland and you know that. And beep bop. That was actually good. I didn't do a good job of it, but I do 25,000. My friend already has money, so he's just fine. This is if your friend has money. Nice. What is going on? Good morning and happy Monday. Wow, has it been a while? Since you're doing day streams, I know. I didn't even think about that too, because you were normally always able to make the night ones. I did get a world record. It held for at least like an hour or two. Also, you have fallen to death each time on the free jump. Okay, so here you go let's do this one more time. Hit him once. I would suggest doing once because it gives you 5 hits here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it normally gives you 5. Unless you get a double hit, and you can't predict those. 1, 2. Whatever. Just do a different save state, Slack. You stink at this game. Well, thanks, nice. Yeah, we were pumped about it. It just didn't last very long.
Mr. Quaid, try to calm down.
My name is not Quaid.
We're going to come up here. We're going to do the jump a little bit for Charlie. Visual cue on the jump, Charlie, is pretty easy for me because I've done it so much. It's the left side of your shadow. I leave it to timing. All right, well, let's make the jump across. So if we watch the left side of my shadow, I guess let's do it right here. That's too far to the left. You can see the shadow is actually farther to the left than the lighter gray that is the top of the wall. So that's not actually going to be any good. I'm going to fall to my death. Right there. Perfect. Free.
Cookie starts with C.
Speaking of cookies and cream ice cream, that's what we had last night. We had some ice cream to try to relax. I do like the ice cream. You started doing White Hat's diagonal start to this. It's more fun to watch when you miss. Oh, okay, so you're talking about he comes out of here and he jumps on a diagonal, right? So he starts here, jumps on a diagonal, or no? Or does he jump on a diagonal from here? Whoa, that's weird. I wonder if you could just... You know, there's something to that. If you jumped from the exact same spot here and held on a diagonal, technically you should land right in it. Like that. Right? Oh, but that's gross. Is that what he does? Really? That's scary. Is it safer though? Wow, it's safe. Wait a minute. Oh, no, it's not. Hold on. Hold the phone. There's something to that. No, grind. So, it's actually not. That jump is easier diagonally. So, here's my thought behind it. When you hit an object, if I'm going diagonal and I hit a wall, so I'm going to jump diagonally into this building, and then I just slide across it. Automatically slide across it. So I'm going to slide across the wall. If I come at a diagonal, I'm going to slide across that wall, and I've got a little bit of momentum coming in there, so I can jump down at this wall, hit it early, slide across and hold down, and then it'll find the spot. Ooh, not there. You just have to make sure you're holding down. You just kind of find it. Ooh, but it's not every time. Jump, find it. Nope. Nah, maybe not. it kind of slid right in there a few times. Like that. Nah, it's not worth it. So, Charlie, you can do it a bunch of different ways. My suggestion is to run directly out, come to here. I guess it does make sense to jump sideways because you're going on an angle. So if you want to jump sideways, go ahead, jump sideways. Anywhere in this brown is a good place to be, but be careful. You can't walk all the way to the edge of the ground, or the brown. You will fall. You can't quite get to the edge. I stay anywhere just as soon as you cross that black line. This is about where I want to be. I come at it from straight across, and I'm going to jump the moment the front of my body hits the other vertical divider between black and brown. So I'm going to jump right here. What that does is it allows, if you miss it, to turn around and to come back. You should have enough time. Depending on how low you are. If you do it from up here and you're trying to and you miss, you may not quite have enough time. Looks like I did. But yeah, so as soon as you cross this black line, and then as soon as you cross the vertical black line divider, then you're going to jump. You want to line right there, you want to line your shadows up where the left edge of the shadow is directly on the crease between the top of the wall and where the wall slants down. And then hold down. Whoops, that was where the save state was. And then hold down and you go right in. Bink, bonk. Oop, that was late. And beep, boop. Perfect. It's all in timing. It's all in practicing that timing. The closer you are to jumping at the same spot, the more it is a timing and you don't have to rely so much on the pixels. So if I jump from here, I have to wait longer before I go in. If I jump closer, I don't have to wait as long. But jumping in the same spot allows me to have the same rhythm to over, down, over. I even sneak the over in so I'm going to the next screen while I'm still jumping. So, boom, boom, boom. Anyways, that's a little bit on that. Super killer streak. Thanks, nice. Would you rather have my best friend win 100,000? That would be good, nice. And this is where this would you rather gets fun. If you have that particular friend, it works. But I bet you if we tried to average out the normal, actually I wanted to show saves on that. The normal average friend, people tend to be a bit selfish. And if you gave your friend 100,000, do you think that they would cut you 25,000 of that? Yes, Grind is thinking the same way I am. Most people won't have that friend. So the other thing, Charlie, is if you miss this, you can come back over. And now the moment you come in, you're too far to the left. You have to wiggle to the right and then hold down. I didn't get it. But you can save it. So jump over, like, crap, I missed. Hold left, and then as soon as you come in, right and down. Missed it again. And jump. Oh, I missed it. The save is much harder than doing it to the begin with, but it does work. Wow, I'm not doing very good with the save. And jump. And boom, save. Okay, so you just kind of tap right and then hold down. And hopefully you tap it the correct amount. You can save, but it wastes time. For world record attempts, that time will probably rip the run. For you getting started and you want to run this game, that'll save runs, because if you fall here and die, your runs are over. We skip out on the items needed to get back to the end of the game from this respawn point. But because of that generosity, I wouldn't take it. Well, it also depends on if you feel like you need the 25,000. I feel like 25,000 for me right now in my wife and I's situation would be very helpful. So I would probably be if you want to say selfish, fine, the selfish type that keeps the money. But you can look at it differently. So let's look at it from two different ways. You could say by taking the 25,000, you're keeping your friend from getting 100,000. I don't choose to say, the way that is written, it says win 25,000 is an option. It doesn't say win 25 and keep your friend from winning 100, or have your best friend win 100,000. So I would definitely keep the 25. Ooh, wow. My mic is probably up way too loud. All right, I apologize for all the yelling at the beginning, guys. That my mic was turned up for when I did the commentary on Faxanadu. It wasn't too loud? Okay. Well, I'll turn it up a little bit more. Blend, I think that we're in a similar boat, probably. We could really use the money. So this is where I want to do this save state, and I want to talk to Daddy-O. Daddy-O, hopefully you're still here. So I couldn't understand exactly what you were talking about. If I hold down here, are you just kind of like mashing that button to get the spawns? So you're kind of mashing up like that? Because I can do it really fast, but they don't stay in I don't stay in a spot that allows the spawns to happen. So it's like, no, you do not mash. Yes, nice. It would be a win-win, but I don't feel like I have a friend that I would trust enough that I would be, because you can't be like, hey man, I made this decision and you got the 100,000. They're just gonna win 100,000, and you have to be like, can I have 25,000? You can't tell them I gave up 25,000 for you to win this, because that's not what happens. That's not the way that it works. They're just going to win 100,000. So you don't mash. Daddy, how are you holding your hands? So are you like using your other hand to kind of work at the top? Granted, I lose about 2/3 is to see the first guy and mad wiggle up and down. Don't worry, the PA audio takes 50%. All thumb? All one thumb? So, I mean, this is how... I mean, that's how I spawn. So, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Or are you, like, you're coming down and going, like... Been a few days. Chaos, what is going on, my man? Hey, I love the Chaos drop. I didn't even know that was a thing. I'm going to practice that in Faxanadu today. I didn't even know that was a thing coming in for that bird. Like when you're on your way to get the battle suit. That's really cool. Yeah, it's that a fast thumb wiggle mash. So just like that. All right, so let me get blah, blah, blah. Just like that, huh? Blah, blah, blah. I see, I'm not doing a mash so much as a controlled 3. I'm just spawning 3 guys relatively quickly and controlled. See, like, that's about the smallest pack I get. But when I did a right light in the mix, spawning 3 guys as fast as White Hat, but no consistency. A light right, so you're just kind of lightly holding the right button as well. I don't understand that at all. So, like, I want to see. That's about as small as I can get the spawns. I noticed his guys go right and left quite a bit, so I think there may be something to that. Oh, I gotcha. No, right, left, forget. Oh, he's using right and left to spawn them? I think what he's doing is he's found a way of just shaking his hand. So you can use this hand here to shake and then keep your fingers on the D-pad, and you get a mashing of a bunch of buttons, but they're fast. So I can come down here, get into position, and then hold on. I need to be hold on. I can't do it while holding my hands up. Just give me a second. Ooh, this may be... I understand it doesn't look like anything right now, but my character's definitely moving faster. Nah, I'm not going to do that either. I think if there's anything that I may change up, is I may change up my hands to this, excuse me, this positioning here. So I come down and I can guarantee myself getting a nice fast spawn, because there's no actual, what's going on, Chris? Good morning. There's no actual wiggling of my fingers. It is a deliberate down, 1, 2, 3. It's deliberate. So 1, 2, 3. So I feel like this is going to be the most consistent. 1, 2, 3. I only got 2 because of the drop. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's pretty fast. That was only 2 because of the drop. I missed one there. I was trying to go faster. I think that's what I'll probably go with. I think it's consistent. You think that's how it is, Grind? See, there would be no endurance. What I like about it is it's deliberate. You get the pivot of the D-pad. You actually can feel the pivot. So, you know, I can feel that when I'm moving my fingers back and forth, and I can actually build a muscle memory. When you're just wiggling, like, you can kind of feel that, but I don't feel it as well. So, 1, 2, 3. That's pretty fast there. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. How's it going, Chris? Welcome in.
Friend Nantuck and I were
Tundra, what are you doing, man?
to protect ourselves from polar bears and flying hockey pucks.
Hogan Doink. Ink. Hogan Ink. What am I missing? There's got to be something in that name. Hog and Oink. Hog and Oink. That's it. Got it. Nailed it. Yes. Welcome. Is this InfoWars? How the hell is everyone today? We're doing fantastic. How are you doing today? Read up what I had said. I haven't Slack. Whoa. Read up what I had said if you haven't. Chaos. Oh, okay. So yeah, I always wondered what Shiner meant by chaos drop. Then I saw he mentioned it during the marathon. I can't take credit for it. I saw someone use it in a run, and I was like, wow, that's awesome. Just can't remember who it was. It may have been that someone did it not on purpose, maybe? But it is really cool. I'm going to probably start incorporating it because I have been trolled by it. Normally when I'm approaching the battle suit, my life is real low. And I've been trolled by that bird and actually been in a situation that was either too low a life or, forced me to get the meat up by the shiny magical rod. All right, let's do a couple runs. So everybody's on point here. So, Hog and Oink. I like that. Hog and Oink, welcome in. We're doing Rygar Any % runs, basically to keep ourselves from rusting up, but we are derusting and going for a lower time in a game called Faxanadu. We'll be starting that very shortly. We're just going to do a couple runs of Rygar.
I'll be back.
There we go.
I just was looking for Turboman doll.
Bink. It's a really cool piece. And then also I like the little swag. It's just like, it's kind of like a swag slide, underneath the squid on the way to the battle sword, on the way to what's his name. All right. I should have done some skip practice. I don't have a whole lot of hope for many of these runs, but we're going to do it. We're doing some fun runs. We're going to take as many as we can and jump. Oh, missing the swag slide.
I remember days like this when my father took me to the forest.
So I haven't had a whole lot of chance, Tundra. The kids have been sick the last couple days. My wife and I have been lacking in any or all sleep. I have done some sleep-deprived practice sessions, which don't bode well when it comes to learning wing boot pausing. Wing boot pausing, you want to have a nice fresh head. And when you're half asleep because the kids have been screaming and it's 2:30 in the morning and you can't sleep because they scream, it just doesn't work out real well. And boom. Sweat. Was I late? I think I'm late Late for the swag slide, or did I not? I may not have jumped an extra time.
Come on, kill me, I'm here.
I'm working on a tutorial for the first section of pausing. I think Shiners is a pretty... I think if anybody needs to do another tutorial, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't do a tutorial, it would be to pare it down and actually edit the video up so that there's a tutorial out there that's very short and to the point. Shiners is plenty informative, but the Shiner tutorials are more like an hour and a half long to watch Shiner play and to kind of... I enjoy watching Shiner play the game, so it's fun for me. But I bet you, for a lot of people, the tutorials are way too drawn out. My visual cues and stuff are also not the same as the ones that he uses. That's the hard thing about the wing boot pausing is, depending on how fast you pause and unpause, you're going to burn or potentially gain time on someone else's approach. So, I'm not actually in the same spot as where he is.
Hey, you want to be a farmer?
I'm going to go over where I'm pausing this morning, so, in the practice. I hope to be able to practice through the wing boot pauses, and then maybe get to the wyvern grind with the strat building. Or maybe even get all the way to the mist. That's my goal for today and maybe even tomorrow, is to be able to get to where I'm like, yeah, I can go into the mist. Let's move on and work on Ultimate Flight Plan. Jump, jump, jump. Swing! Swing! Alright.
I'll be back.
Gross.
I'll be back.
Oh, the double I'll be back.
Wrong, sir. Wrong. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Yeah, I mean, that would be the right way to do the tutorial, is to do a clean run. Just do a clean run through it, pausing in all the spots that you want to pause, and then edit the video going back through and highlighting and, you know, editing the video talking about where you're pausing, and just do a voiceover. And don't actually try to perform a tutorial, but have an actual edited tutorial. I don't know, guys. Help out Darkanus and find out why. Is it pixelated for everyone else, or is it just him? My setup has not changed, so... What exactly are you doing for the airwalk? Charlie, for you, I would say you want to hold down
Come with me.
and then take 2 fingers and rhythmically tap up and right with a decent amount of pressure. That's what is going to be the easiest and most consistent, and it's not even slow by any means. You'll definitely save time. I'm clipping my toe on all these spots. It's really gross. Gross. My stream's always a bit pixelated, but Darkanus, I'm sure, knows that, so it must be worse today than normally. But I haven't adjusted the mic was the only thing I adjusted for the commentary as Shiner's run, but other than that, we should be running the same way we always do. It was right there. It was right there.
I'll be back.
Actually, I do have, Darkanus, I do have scan lines that I've put over top of that to mimic scan lines on a CRT, but that's been there for a while. It has been there for a while.
Yakety yak. Don't talk back. Da, 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 da.
Boop. Well, I mean, Darkonis, I think I put the scan lines in like 2 or 3 months ago. They may be more pronounced in Rygar than they are in some of the other ones. But welcome. Welcome. 6 wyverns. I don't think the 6 wyverns... Is there a time save there? I don't think 6 wyverns would be that hard. You could nail the first pause into the room every time. Would probably be enough. Maybe not. Because that would save you... Yeah, I think you could. Highlander with the host? No way! What is going on, Highlander? Welcome. What are you doing streaming on a Monday? What? My brain is broken. Highlander doesn't stream on Mondays. Have you been, good sir? How's the runs of Z2 been treating you? Hopefully you've been getting the bags when you want them. Wow. Bing. Angle, angle. That was gross. There we go. And jump. Boop. Jump. Boop. Do you know you could jump through the wall? Oh yeah, so Darkonis, that was a something that the TAS always used, but was never able to be done consistently. And I tore it apart and put it in the TAS, and I was able to figure out that it's a sub-pixel manipulation. If you jump an extra time, it unlocks it, and it's a 2-frame window. But if you come at it in any normal fashion, it's impossible. Come on, Slack, just do it. Yeah, so basically, Darkonis, everybody's been playing this second screen the same way for so long. You either jump 3 times or you jump 4 times, and then you bounce on that guy. We got so tired of bouncing on that guy and waiting for him. I wanted to know how the TAS was able to clip into that wall. And because the TAS does it just easy peasy. So I put it into the emulator and tasked it myself, and found out that you couldn't do it if you did the game the way we did it. So basically, I did a task of me playing the game the exact way I'm playing it right now. And actually, this missing that turtle is gonna give us a little hang up here. But the way we always did it was we jumped there, 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 there. And it doesn't line up our subpixels. We actually have to have one more jump, and then it unlocks the ability to do that. Boom. If you jump 4 times or 3 times before there, your subpixels aren't lined up. You cannot actually make the jump. And that's why no one ever did it. There was no consistency in it. I think you can jump 2 times and do it, but 3 times no, 4 times no, and then 5 times beforehand, yes. It's very interesting. Hey, we get the Spurnfarkle up top. That is a top shelf Spurnfarkle. What's going on, Highlander? Hopefully you heard my greeting. Jump there. We kitty corner, go through. Blind playthrough of Breath of the Wild. Oh, really? I want to play that game. Someday I'll have time. Someday I'll have all the time in the world. My kids will go to college. Oh man, I got hung up on the door. Yeah. I have to say it, guys. I don't want to rust up in Rygar, so we're going to keep playing it. But my brain and my heart is on the do. I am ready to do the do. Faxanadu, that is. Swing. Swing. Alright. And yeah, maybe I may even move over to it right now, because I'm having very little to no success with this. Or we'll switch to runs. I'm going to do some airwalk practice. Or we'll switch to runs that I just put the consistent airwalk in, just to do a couple runs. This guy. Yeah, so we can do just runs. So Charlie, this is what I would suggest for you. Hold down and then just rhythmically tap up and right. Obviously that was, I'll do it where you down here. But I'm holding down and up and right. It's not fast. I wasn't quite far enough. The visual cue that I like to go off of, I just lost. Oh yeah, it's past that. So there's that second rock. So you've got the big gray rock, the little gray rock, and then where it looks like it's almost missing a rock behind my back foot. If you're ahead of that and you're on the third rock, you're good. But you can almost be, you don't even have to be that far. You could be halfway from that. So if we go here. See, the airwalk is just garbage. Like right there, I'm halfway. That'll be good. No, it won't. That's good there. But what I'm doing is the mashing approach, and it's just giving me no luck today. No love. No love for Dr. Jones. Falling right at the end. Oh, I was not far enough. That was a fast one. That's what I'm looking for, is something like that. I want to be ahead of the dragons. You had a 239 forest entry? 239? You mean 339? Oh, forest entry at 239. Ah. Nice, man. I'm not sure what my forest entry is with a fast airwalk. Well, I know it was a full 2.5 seconds faster than my PB. Yeah, it's just not there, guys. Gross. Alright, well, then I'm going to do runs that have the slower airwalk in them. If we actually want to have anything finish.
Do me a favor. Don't disturb my friend. He's dead tired.
And then the boss glitch killed the run anyways. Because that's what happens. That is what's happening. So what have you been thinking of the game so far, Highlander? If you're still here, let us know. I hear it's fantastic. Try to not give us any spoilers, but maybe just your overall opinion on what you're thinking about it. And jump, 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 jump. We immediately jump there, and then as soon as our nose touches the rope, and Darkonis, it does end up being a 2-frame window, so it's not a free trick, but a consistent 2-frame window with practice is not that hard to hit. It's not easy, but it's not like it's a 1-framer, and it's only 30 seconds into the run, so it's definitely worth the occasional reset. It saves about 0.8 of a second over waiting, which is definitely worth it. 0.8 for sure. Alright, we're free to go.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Jump. Jump. And turn. There we go. Jump at the dot. Turn. Jump at the edge. Turn. Jump. Turn. It's a little bit slow there. There we go. Alright. Every part of my being doesn't want to do this this slow airwalk, but I'm going to do it slow. Swing. Swing and go. I may need to clean my stinking remote or something.
I'll be back.
Always loved the boss or the jump pause from screen to screen in this game. Oh, when you're in the air and you go through a screen transition. Try to go back and forth as many times as
Here is
possible.
Sub-Zero. Plane Zero.
Jump, drop him, and go. Da 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 dun, yun, bada bum, bada bum, bada boom. You can also you can fit the jump in if you do miss this jump here. You can wait. You have to wait until here. I missed it. You have to wait a little bit longer. If you forget to jump as soon as you hit the ground, and you just wait a little bit, you'll spawn a roly-poly guy that will rip it. You'll end up having to jump later so that you land right before the rope. Bing. Son of a glitch. Yeah, Chaos, it's going to take some great RNG, but that spawn at the end is also important. Jump, 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 jump. Alright, and then touch it with our nose. We were too late there. That was a frame or two late. Is that an A+ strat reference I see? A+. Oh, A+ start. No, it is not. Maxima. The son of a glitch is... if you're not familiar with it, I really need to finish. I'm going to finish one run of this game, and then we're moving on. Like I said, my heart's not in it right now. Hovering with its half shell. That's a turtle pause. Bing, bada bum, bada bum, bada boom. Maybe I can actually finish this game once. Yump, 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 yump. Big old buckets, what's going on? Ding, swing, 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 swing. And we have dubbed that the swag slide. So, yes, Rygar is the game that I held the world record for, I don't know. It could have been minutes, or maybe just an hour or two. I'm not sure. But we did get confirmation that I did hold it for a little bit. Living, sipping, and dipping. I call it white hat slide. And
Wrong, sir.
straight up.
Wrong.
And a
You
turn.
get
And a
nothing.
turn.
You lose. Good day, sir.
Alright, hold on one second. And jump. And turn. Oh, I turned too early. Come on, man.
Back.
Of PB celebratory beers. I don't think I had a beer directly after that. Or did I? I'm not sure. What the heck are they? These enemies are great.
I'll be back.
Well, I call those turtles. These are roly-polies. I don't call anything by the right name. Bing. Do-do-do, body bum. Alright, they're coming up. Well, these are going to be the same enemies here. Yump, 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 yump. We did get a Spurn Farkle there. In. A little bit of a swag slide. Jump, jump, big jump. Yeah, so these here, we don't even have a name for these weird freaks. Yeah, they're like, I don't know. Someone think it's they're like they got like bird beaks, or maybe it's just like skulls, or are they supposed to be like They're kind of like the green dragons that are coming up, only red dragons without wings. They're very similar looking to the green dragons, aren't they? Or no? Am I making that up? I may be making that up. Doop.
Get to the chopper!
Jump there, go through. Hold right for a second, and then jump again. Very good. Raptor dummies. I like it. Raptor dummies. Stupid raptors being stupid. Not having wings. Turtles equals Progokiles. See, like, I think they're similar to these guys, right? Oh, no, they're not. These are definitely red-eyed dragon freaks. And swing. Jump. Jumping and a swinging. Alright, we're good. Alright. We are good. We are good. What did I just get there? Was that a follow? I think that could have been a follow. Alright. And jump. Jump. Rope. Probably have to do the double tap here. Oh yeah. It'll be a double tap. So we get sniped here or we double tap. There's the double tap.
What the hell did you do to him, man?
I did nothing.
See, there's a 339 grind without a fast airwalk. That airwalk was really slow. I could be 3 seconds faster than that, I think. Like if I got a perfect airwalk, I really need to develop a consistency. Bloop. There we go. Bloop. There we go. And Hamash. Decent Hamash. Bloop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. We're in there. Now we're going to attempt to read the dragon spawns. Jump at the last tree. Jump at the last tree. Oh, are you kidding me? Whatever. You stink. You stink. Son of a glitch.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Bing bong. Donkey Kong. Hey, first try. That's a frame perfect glitch, guys.
I beg your pardon? It's a beautiful day.
Let's go.
And we're out killing drug dealers.
Throw it, Mr. Belvedere. Nice fireballs, Belvedere. Make me happy. Make me happy. Whee! Jump! Alright, boys, everybody jump on the bus. This has got a chance for a PB.
Everybody on? Good. Great. Grand. Wonderful. No yelling on the bus.
Alright, we're going with the traditional spawning technique because I haven't practiced the other very much. We'll see what we can get. I'll try to spawn fast. We're looking for stars, not jars. Alright, 1 star is good. I only got 2 guys spawned there, that was a bummer. Only 2 there as well. Alright, we got a jar. That doesn't rip anything. Oh, come on, Slack. That 3-pack is nice. We're at 4 now. We're at 5. Alright, we're good. We just need a 3-pack. Alright, goodbye world record. Come on, PB. I lost it. Hey. We could have a PB here though, guys. And my routine just fell to crap. One, two, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I missed it. Come on. That was garbage. It was perfect tone. I missed 2 attack and assails because I got nervous. Oh, gross. Gross. Sorry I couldn't finish that one out for you guys. Not only did I get decent RNG, so good. It was so good. Yeah, he did miss one. Oh, it does. It makes you feel alive. I'm all sorts of jacked up now.
I'll be back.
Because it was such a good run, we're still gonna release some doves. I blame all the smoking, that hemp. No, the hemp and the smoking. Yeah, doves for pace. Doves for pace. Alright, I need to top off my coffee here quick, guys. I'm just going to run out and quickly pour a cup of coffee and be right back. So it won't even take me a minute. All right. Oh, ugh. I'm so disappointed. I should have went with the new grind technique that I was just working with. I should have, because I think I'm going to be better with that grind technique. Yep, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. All right, we're going to go with another one.
I'll be back.
We're not going to do too many, but that one just got me excited. I should have went with the not terrible Rygar fight. Well, no matter what we would have done, I think that still would have been like a 701. I just thought about it, guys. I think our goal right now is just to get our sub 7. And we don't need the super fast airwalk yet for that. So I'm going to continuously practice the super fast airwalk. But until I gain consistency, I'm not putting it in runs. Because it rips too many runs at this point. Big jump. It seems like you can do real good plenty of times on this one. Yeah, you can do real good a lot and have the RNG messy up. Especially because that boss skip that is dubbed the son of a glitch, that's when I had damage going into that fight, which means the input was frame perfect. And it's frame perfect also off of what can be a random spawn. So that's by far the hardest part of the run to nail.
You want to be a farmer?
Here's a couple of acres.
So I think like sometimes when we've added new strats, what we've done is we've added them in dustings. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to add the fast airwalk. Like every X amount of runs we try a fast airwalk. But other than that, we go with this consistent airwalk because it works. Yump, 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 yump. Jump, jump, jump. Swing, jump, jump, swing, and go. Ah, bummer. I was hitting it too fast.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Now I'm regretting not using the fingers to do the spawning, because I had good drops, and from my research, drops are predetermined to a point, which means if I would have spawned those enemies faster, there's a good chance that I would have gotten the drops that I got, which means I could have had a much, much better time. That was early. No, it wasn't. It was good. Nail, what's going on? Welcome in. It has been going good. We've got our warm-ups of Rygar out of the way. We're doing some runs. I was almost ready to switch over to some Faxanadu, but we had a world record attempt-ish. We would have had to get really lucky for the world record to actually happen. But definitely had a shot at PB, which has got me excited, so we're probably going to throw out another run or two of Rygar. Off of the stream, it's been a bit of a nightmare. We've had sick kids, so sick kids and lack of sleep.
Cocainum.
It's like Rygar. It seems very, very fast. Oh, I like Rygar, it seems. Yeah, big old buckets. It is it's a really quick run to get into. And if you're doing the any percent, you know, even at the beginning, you're going to be able to do, you know, 8-9 minute runs, which are, yeah, it's pretty fast. The game plays through pretty fast, but the character moves relatively slow. You don't have to react a whole lot throughout the game. The manipulations are more technical, but the regular game's pretty simple. That was pretty good. We're going to be about on the exact same pace as we were last time. See, and if I'm doing the fast one, I'm going to be ahead of these dragons, and ahead by a couple seconds. I should be able to try the rooftop candy. There it is. So this saves a little bit of time because we don't have to jump. We can just fall right to that. Quick jump there. I actually don't think I'll get sniped here. I don't think so. Yep, no snipe.
Do it! Come on, kill me! I'm here!
So this pace is definitely better than the last one. Shimmy shake. Anytime we wiggle, or I say shimmy shake, I'm actually getting an enemy to spawn by walking right, and it's the first his pixels appear. If I go a few pixels the opposite direction, it'll despawn him. You'll see two of them coming up real quick here. Right here is despawn. You can just see him pop in the right and then despawn right there. He was on the ledge. Smash, hamash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're good to go. We've got another chance right here. The better part about this is right now, because I have full life, this will actually be a 2-frame window as opposed to frame perfect. Be much easier potentially for me to get this glitch. It's definitely not free, but easier.
Have you ever killed anyone?
Yeah, but they were all
Ping
bad.
pong. There it is. Nice.
Ugly motherfucker.
Mr. Belvedere with a decent throw. Hacha! That's good. Whee jump. That jump's definitely not free, but get back on the bus, guys. We're here again. What in the hell? First try, go Blippi.
Stay on target.
Oh.
Too close. Stay on target.
Go
Everybody on?
Blippi.
Good. Great. Grand. Wonderful. No yelling on the bot.
Alright, we're going to try this new spawning technique, and I'm not 100% on it, but hey. It may be worth it. 1 star. Shit. We're dropping the wiggle. We're at 2 stars. I haven't practiced that enough, guys. We're at 3 stars. Four stars. Five stars. 6 stars. 7 stars. We need a 3-pack. That jar gets us decent. Alright, PB's out of the question. We're going to finish the run. Look at these spawns. Hey. What a bummer. What a bummer. Yeah, it's technically Rygar with an I, but yeah. It should be Rygar because it's a lion and a tiger, right? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and go.
Green berets for breakfast.
Still really good.
Very hungry.
Up until a month ago, that had been a world record. But we've just been lowering and lowering the record, or White Hat has. But that's still a really good run. We can feel good about releasing the doves. Thanks for the GGs, Arnold Braunschweiger, Maxima, Daddy-O, Big Old Buckets, House of Grind, Chaos, Noise Police. Thanks so much, guys. Yeah, that was a really good run. And I think it is time to do the do. Birdies everywhere. I think I'm going to give it, because we've had 2 first try skips, I'm going to give this game one more go. It feels really bad because the first time I got there, I hadn't warmed up the wiggle very much and I made some mistakes. The second try I got there, I was trying to do this other way of spawning and I was making a bunch of mistakes. So,
I'll be back.
we're going to give it one more shot before we move on to Faxanadu.
Come with me if you want to live.
Yeah, Buckets, the skill's really good, except for the spawning of those enemies at the end. I'm losing valuable time. I bet you, even on that last one, if I would be spawning faster, the RNG, that could have went sub 7. The RNG was decent enough, but I made so many mistakes in spawning and getting hit, and White Hat's runs are proof that the spawning can make the run fast. You just have to be able to do 3 spawns very quickly. Boop. Beep. Swing, 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 swing. Beep. Uh-oh. It was a little bit delayed there. So you're going to try the finger wiggle. You're going to try to go with the 2-pointer fingers. I'm going to practice it before I put it into a run anymore. The one thing that I felt uncomfortable with was that, and the way that my hands were positioned, the way I was trying to hold the controller. I need to sit there and do it for like 5 minutes and just spawn enemies and kill them. Spawn enemies and kill them. Get comfortable with it, and then I'll put it into a run. As for now, I will not be putting that into a run. Not this time, anyways. Yeah, that game wiggle's huge. Huge. And that's actually skill-based. So, the drops we're getting is RNG. But the drops that White Hat got in the world record could probably be a bit better. You just need to be able to get those wiggles. I didn't carry myself over far enough.
If you yield only to a conqueror, then prepare to be conquered.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-bum. Beep, ba-de-dum, ba-de-doo, ba-de-boo. That's hovering with its half shell, turtle paws. Do-do-do-do-do-do. It's time to do the do. Oh, chaos. We will. But we've had a couple good runs, so it's kind of a little bit of fun to do this right now. Swag slide. Bing, bong, big jump. Be-doo-doo, be-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah, we still need a name for those red guys there. Their legs are backwards. They got red toenails. Why would they have red toenails? Who chose that? These enemies are going to be frightening. We'll give them a pedicure. Doo-doo. Derp Raptors. Nah, I like that. Derp Raptors. The derpiest.
I remember days like this when my father took me to the forest and we ate wild blueberries.
Would you rather go into the forest and eat wild blueberries with Arnold Schwarzenegger or his father? Which one? I feel like you could learn some stuff from his dad. I feel like his dad was probably a prick. Do. Yomp, yomp, swing. Yomp, yomp, swing. Gross.
I'll be back.
Derp tours.
I did nothing. The pavement was his enemy.
That's true. His dad, you're taking a risk taking his dad out. Arnold, you at least have an idea of what you're getting into. Arnold's real dad was not the kindest. Yeah, I think I watched a documentary or something. Chaos says because the berries. Hold on, 2 frames. Bink. Swag slide. Because he's done it before and he'll know what berries are safe to eat. Because he went with Arnold. That makes perfect sense. Can I go with his wife from Conan? Sure. Darkonis, you can go. For sure. Only you, though. Only you. Just because you asked so nicely. And she will feed you the berries.
Milk is for babies. When you grow up, you have to drink beer.
And jump. And jump. Out the door. And jump. Very good. And jump. Enter. And jump. Enter. Yeah, I think he did prove his dad wrong in every possible way. Yeah, I've heard some inspirational speeches from Schwarzenegger that are pretty good. Yump, yump, yump. Bing. Bing and go. Darn it. We lost one. When you lose one dragon, sometimes it's hard to tell because the sprites are stacked and he can troll you just like that. So now we have to go frame perfect again. It's not impossible. I think I need to do the double bat boop to make up for the time though. Alright, we should be good here.
Chill out.
No, I think we're good. We don't need the double bat boop. Shimmy shake. And go. Rope to a rope. the macho bear, Panda Savage. Oh, yeah. What up, Panda? Oh, no. When Panda comes in, he rips runs. Panda, get out of here. We've got a run going. JK, don't leave. You don't have to leave. I'll get a world record. Just for you. For the Panda entrance. Hamash. Ooh, good Hamash. The monster Hamash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. This is good. Shimmy shake, late jump. Shimmy shake, jump. Go for it. Goat for it. Alright, we will have to go frame perfect on this. Ooh, the dragons are not good. I like to think that I can read the spawns of the dragons to tell me this could be a fast spawn in which I will not have a whole lot of time to react. Boop.
I'm not a pervert. I just was looking for turbo metal.
Bing bong. Oh, I had a lot of time. I had too much time. Darn it. Yeah, frame perfect. Bing bong. No second try. Cue the music. Bing bong. Ooh, too late. Now it's in my head. Panda ruined it. Welcome in, Panda. How's your morning going? Hope you're having a fantastical morning. There it is.
Get to the chopper!
All right. Thanks, Mr. Belvedere. So now what we do is we,
Peanuts.
Yes,
Where's
I have
Buzz?
one right here. It's bulky, but I consider it carry-on.
we do the free jump. Whee! Oh, I missed the jump. We're going to get a free reset out of that. I missed the jump. Ow. How's Panda doing this morning? Seems like it's been a while since you've been in chat. It is not so free. Chaos, it is definitely not a free jump at all. You'd break the streak. We didn't break the streak, Panda. Yeah, you did. You did. What is this YouTube link? I'm going for a link now. I was told to look at a link.
I remember days like this.
10 minutes of blueberries from Conan.
And we ate wild blueberries. I remember days like this when my father took me to the forest. And we ate wild blueberries. I remember days like this when my father took me to the forest.
Why is it funny that they keep repeating it?
I remember days like this when my father.
You guys, you have to click on the video though. You have to be watching it because of how like excited he is when he's talking every time.
And we ate wild blueberries. I remember days like this.
It's like the best bit of acting from Arnold Schwarzenegger ever. I actually genuinely think that he was remembering eating wild blueberries and how much he loved it. Thank you for that. Darkonis, you win. Andrew G, what are you doing? How are you doing this morning? The Rye Guy. How's G been doing?
I'll be back.
Hey, let's go.
Get some ice.
That was before he could really speak English. He did a fantastic job with that one line. I like that clip. I like the fact, like, that wouldn't work with every clip, but that one in particular, it works because every time you hear it, you expect it, you don't expect to hear it again, and he's just so happy. It's just funny. We don't need a 10-hour version. 10 minutes is enough. It's been going really good, G. We've been grinding Rygar down, and the world record has been lowered a lot. And we actually got a chance to hold the world record for at least a brief bit of time, which was really cool. Right now we're chasing after it again. We held the record, but then since holding it, it was dropped 13 more seconds. 13, right? No, 12. 12 more seconds, which is crazy. We've actually had 2 runs this morning that had attempts, but at the end of this game, gee, I don't know if you're real familiar with the Rygar run, but at the end of the game, it is very high RNG, but you're also grinding enemies, and you have to spawn them quickly. And White Hat has learned a technique to spawning the enemies super fast, which has given him an edge, skill-wise, to lowering the time. And until I can really get my spawning down fast, we're really going just for PBs at this point. Jump, turn, jump, turn, and jump, turn. That's pretty good. The tighter you can cut all those corners, the faster you can go. It doesn't seem like it, but just by practicing cutting those corners tighter, I was able to save about a second, which is kind of crazy. Swing and go. That was good. Decent airwalk. My airwalk consistency is pretty well doing that strat, but it's so slow compared to as fast as we can do it mashing. Up, so rope. Jumpy jump. And down. Choop. Choop. Go.
There is no bathroom.
Hey, we got 2 seconds on the PB. Do do do. Swing. There we go. So that's the new tech. Yeah, that's one of them. The airwalk is one of the new things. If you were talking about me, that little airwalk I did, as well as spawning the enemies at the end is new. And from what I was running it before, we approached the main boss differently. We use a double attack and assail approach now. And there's also the swag slide at the beginning that saves about 8/10. So there's been a decent amount of new developments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, we may be short. Get there. We got it. Nice. Always this arugula boss skip is always dogging runs. So right now coming up, we have to... tight dragons. We have to get this boss skip first try to really have any chance at PB or world record. And it's a 2-frame window.
It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor.
Bing bong. Donkey Kong. Ooh! I was like a frame late on that. Frame late. It's not arugula, but that's what I call him. And in fact, sometimes I say arugula, not his name. Cue the music. If we miss that skip twice, the music plays to let us know that it's just a fun run.
I'll be back.
Alright. Turn. Throw the fireball, Mr. Belvedere. Jeepers creepers. Make me wait. Don't know about Rygar? Okay. Well, the way that those... let's do the free jump for practice. Whee! That jump is not actually free. So, what we just did there was we used the first boss, and the boss rooms are actually kind of laid out side by side. And what this game does when you die is there's no saving anything in the game. It just will always respawn you in the room that you died in, or the stage that you died on. So by having that boss eject us into the next room and dying there, it'll spawn us in the next room. It happens to be the next boss room, because they're kind of just staged side by side. And then we perform it again where it ejects us into the next boss room, which is this one over here. So in this door right here is the final boss in the game, but we're not nearly strong enough to kill the final boss. Our tone is at 30. We've killed 0 enemies at this point. And our life is only the 3 little health points. So there is a glitch that allows us to... Normally when you get here, you would use those 2 stumps, and you'd use the crossbow to shoot a rope across there, and you'd do that. These walls on either side, we're not actually supposed to be able to be there. But we can glitch... It's like a pixel perfect jump to be able to land on these walls. And we'll come over here, and this is where we always say get on the bus, the RNG bus, because we're going to come down and get to a spot where we can spawn enemies. I'm just going to finish the game out because Andrew G hasn't seen the speedrun too much, and it'll be fun to know. So we come down into here, we despawn the quarterback, I call him, and then we spawn 3 enemies at a time. And this is where the RNG comes into play, because we're trying to get our tone up high enough, which we gain tone, which is it determines how much damage we do. We gain tone for every enemy that we kill, as well as every enemy that we kill will help us upgrade our life circles and make us hold more life. So you can just see I just gained a white circle, which is an extra life circle. It's not full, but I can put life into it now. It's just like Zelda when you get an extra heart. And the key to the grind is being able to spawn these guys really quickly, like spawning 3 guys like that. If you hold down, because we're in a glitched out area, it'll only let you go so far down before it stops you. And at this point, if I go up and back down again, every time I go up, I can spawn an enemy. Only up to 3. It'll only spawn 3 enemies at a time. So we want to spawn 3 enemies in as fast as we can, and then kill them as fast as we can. And we're gonna automatically get tone and life, but we're looking for drops as well. And what we want is we want star drops, because we have 2 star drops now. Those are what those little blue bars are, and they allow us to use our skills, which are power up, attack and assail, and recover. Recover takes 7, fills your life all the way up. Attack and assail takes 5, and it allows you to hit an enemy from anywhere on the screen up to 10 hits. And then power up just makes your death yo-yo longer. So that's what we're doing. We want to get 7 stars and then get a 3-pack drop, and that'll unlock being able to do the attack and assail twice on the boss. So that's what we're going for here. So that's 3 stars. This would be the pace we would try to go at. You can only, if there's a star on the ground, you can only spawn 2 enemies, because the star actually, that drop actually acts as a spawn. So now we have 4. You can get drops in 3-packs as well. There's 5, and that's what we want. We don't want single star drops, we want 3-packs. But that's where the RNG will get you. There's 6, and you can also get jar drops, which fill up your life, and we don't really want those. There's 7. So now that we have 7, if we use attack and assail, which takes 5, it'll leave us with 2 left. We can only hold 7, so any stars from here on out don't do us any good unless we get a 3-pack on the ground, and this is where the manipulation happens. It's really cool. So we're holding 7, we kill guys until we get a 3-pack. We can use attack and assail, leaving us with 2, and then use one of our hits to pick up the other 3, giving us 5, allowing us to do attack and assail twice. And that's basically how the manipulation works. So at this point, we would grind enemies until we got a 3-pack. There's a jar. That'll just give us more life. This is good practice for spawning the guys. We want to spawn them as fast as possible. And this is also, there it is. So now by using attack and assail, and then picking that up, now we have 5, and we used attack and assail, which gives us 10 hits on the boss from anywhere. We used one of those 10 to pick up the 3-pack. So we only have 9 free hits, but enough stars to activate it again and use 10 more. So we'll have 19 free hits on the boss. Jump back over. Here's the boss. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Attack and assail again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And go for boss kill. With all the explanations, we're still under 10 minutes. Everybody loves the slack-splanation. Better than slack's-purbation. And because we beat the game again, and it's just customary to release dubs. That's how majestic we are around here. Hope you like birds. All but that one. For peace. For peace's sake. So that covers basically what we do in the game. I missed it, sub 10. I was explaining. I was doing a slack-splanation. Now let's see it at full speed. We're gonna do one more run, guys, and then we gotta move on. Andrew G, I'm back at the Faxanadu grind. It's time to Faxanadu it again. We lost our second place spot, and it's time for me to do all of the things. I've never run that game using all of the world record strats. I've always left some strats out because they're very difficult. So it's time to learn it and put all of the strats in it, and we're going for sub 28. We jump again. Here's the swag slide. Bing. It's a 2-frame window to clip into that, but it's also sub-pixel specific. So we can't actually just run at that and clip into that ledge at any point in time. The manipulation is you jump 5 times before you get to the ledge, which will allow you to be on the right subpixel to clip into the ledge. For anybody new, check what the bot is saying in the chat. That's the Thanksgiving giveaway. At the end of the month, we're giving away a complete in box set of Zelda 1 and Zelda 2. There's a picture on the screen, but I also have the games right beside me. After this run, I'll pick them up and show you. Very excited to do that giveaway. Bing. Jump, and go. Turn, jump. Very nice. Very, very good. Very, very good. And jump at that dot. Go. And jump there. Go. Nice. Yes, they're definitely in pretty nice condition. The games and the manual and everything's in nice condition. The boxes are, I would say, in good condition. They're not excellent and they're not bad. There's a couple rips or worn spots, but as far as like major damage, they're not completely smashed. Swing, and for collectors, they're in good shape. Boop. All right, we kept the dragons. That's all that matters. Keeping those dragons on the screen allows us to be unmolested as we walk across here. Otherwise, there'd be more guys spawning and getting in our way. Jump rope. Looks like we're losing frames, guys. Are we? Yeah, we're losing frames. I do apologize. There's nothing I can do about it now. And I'm not recording, so that would be rough to get a good time right now. But I'm going to keep going.
Drug dealer of the house, please.
I beg your pardon?
It's a beautiful day. We are killing drug dealers.
Despawn. Very good, very good. Up the rope. Up the rope. Yeah. Looks like we're going to have a stream for a second. Hamash. Good Hamash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there we go. We've got a shot. Which... Oh, no. It's pretty much over. I saved that. I missed a despawn. So I took a hit. I have no idea what spawns I'm going to get. It wouldn't matter because it would really be a bummer to have a good time here.
See them driven before you?
Bing bong.
The lamentation of the women.
Oh, I almost got first try skip there. And yeah, we can cue the music now. What is my favorite number? 100. No, 800. I'm just trying to be difficult because most people's favorite number... Get out of here, stop. Most people's favorite number is a single digit, so 8 gazillion. I do like the number 8. It was the number I was in football. Yeah, gee, the Rygar task, I've pulled some information from that. We're going to see if these frames straighten out a little bit. If not, I'm just going to reset OBS. But the difference is the Rygar task is run on the PAL version of the game, which allows you to do different glitches that we can't do in the US release. Yeah, the video's for, like I said, I've got an unstable connection. I'm going to go ahead and reset OBS. Hopefully everybody can hear me.